Next up, at UFC 311, we got Grant Dawson taking on Diego Ferreira. This is going to be an interesting fight to break down because while I'm not a huge fan of Grant Dawson's fighting style, I fully respect his ability and how he gets things done. He is 22-2 in his career. He is 4-1 in his last 5. He is, looking right at you, taking a picture of her badonk.
But that's what I'm saying. This was before she saw me, and then the pictures were after that because this guy's walking past her right now, and in the picture, that guy had already walked past.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? So she was like, oh, your camera's out. Boom, I got something for you. I think it was a setup there.
It was a setup. Here, I got to pee so bad. You break down this fight, I'll be right back.
All right, guys. So here's the deal about Norman Damon. I don't know did he do the intro on this? This fight is Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. I hate going first because usually I just listen to him and be like, well, this guy's fucking stupid. And then I'm like, well, what can I say to fucking make him look like an idiot? But now I just got to do it myself. Listen, Grant Dawson at this point should win this fight, right? This, in theory, should look just probably like the Joe Solecki fight, to where he gets the takedowns, he gets the control, and yeah, Diego can do stuff on his back, and maybe he's active, and maybe he's able to land an elbow or something like that, but Grant Dawson should have the control and the cardio to be able to do what he did to Joe Solecki to Diego Ferreira for 15 minutes. But Diego Ferreira is a little bit more, I would say, live and game on the feet, and a little bit less jiu-jitsu and holding off his back, and a little bit more like he will throw the elbows, he will get aggressive with the striking from the bottom, which I think will wear down Grant Dawson a little bit more. Joe Solecki and a few other people that have fought Grant Dawson, there's a lot of just kind of stalling, making sure that Grant can't advance positions. I think Diego's going to take a little bit more chances on the feet and on the ground, and against a guy like Grant Dawson, who has, in my opinion, made 0 striking advances in his career. 0. He is still just, his whole game plan is just to be reckless as fucking hell to try to get into a clinch or get to a takedown position and then take you down. But he will engage in this reckless style. You saw, was his last fight or 2 fights ago when he started with just a running across flying knee, whatever that bullshit is. He constantly will back people up against the fence, drop his hands, and just do some wild, head on the center line striking. So for everybody that wants to parlay Grant Dawson, that everybody wants to bet Grant Dawson, you're seeing the minus 260, all this bullshit, I get it. It should look like the Joe Solecki fight. He should get the takedowns, and if he gets the takedowns, he is more than capable of controlling a guy like Diego Ferreira, who's now, 39 years old, whatever it is. But I can't trust Grant Dawson because he is just so reckless on the feet, and for whatever reason, he will still engage a little bit on the feet without shooting a takedown. If he was like an all-in wrestler, almost like Isaac Dolgarian, right? I know Isaac Dolgarian, he says that he wants to work on his striking and stuff like that. I know he's going to fucking shoot a takedown. I know he's going to shoot a takedown. He's not going to fuck around. He's going to fucking shoot a takedown. If I knew that was Grant Dawson in a fight like this, I'm all over Grant Dawson. But the way that he just kind of recklessly comes forward in the striking, will hang out in the striking probably 3 to 5 seconds too long before he shoots. And you've seen his chin, right? He didn't just get dropped and put out by Bobby Green. He got sat down by fucking Mark Madsen. That was the first red flag of the whole situation. So while I'm picking Grant Dawson, he should win this fight. I can't fucking trust this guy. He's way too reckless on the feet. And I would not be surprised at all if he fucks this up.
Yeah, listen, I get what you're saying. You can hear me, right? Sometimes when I swap my headphones, it gets weird.
Are you going to say something?
Are you serious?
Oh my God. Did he really? Are you saying, say something so I can?
Here we go. Good.
I can't hear a thing.
What a fucking joke. Hold on.
All right. Well, like I was saying, I mean, the first red flag was that Mark Madsen fight. If you watch that fight, it was just like a short shot, just like that Bobby shot. Wasn't anything crazy. It was just like a short. It was just a short shot. And it put him down, and then he was able to kind of scramble off a takedown after that. So, and that Diego, I mean, you saw Diego against Michael Johnson. I mean, that was a terrifying knockout. Speaking of, too, the knockout with Cesar Almeida, dude, for a while, guys, it was like, fun and celebrate, like, Cesar's winning this fight. Like, I was like literally celebrating with Cesar. But then I looked, and you see, what's his name, just sitting there, just, I mean, he was fucking motionless for a good fucking 3 to 5. It started getting a little bit scary. So I don't know if have you fixed your situation?
I'm trying to. Is it working?
Oh, God. So I don't know if you guys have any Apex questions or the Grant Dawson. If you can hear me, I don't know if you can, if you want to just move on and then you can do your.
Can you hear me?
Background afterwards or anything like that, but
can you hear me?
I don't know what you want me to do.
Can you hear me? No.
Text me.
Fuck.
Try it again. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Close this. Okay, we're good.
Yep.
Okay. Bang. Here we go. Jesus. What's crazy is all I did was take out some freaking AirPods and it screws everything up. What a joke.
What'd you do to fix it?
I joined again from another browser.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so... like, taking out AirPods should not freaking do that. And if I don't take... whatever. Anyway, here we go. Listen, so you picked Diego Ferreira or you picked Grant Dawson?
My whole breakdown is this literally should look like the Joe Selecki fight. Takedowns, control. He's good enough, but... Diego's will make him work a little bit, especially like in the striking and stuff. But I mean, Grant Dawson.
They said you could hear me the whole time.
They could.
God, dude. What the fuck? You know what's annoying? I figured that was the case because when I joined.
Again.
Nice
Hello?
try. I figured that was the case because when I joined from another browser, I heard myself, and I'm like, wait, how could I hear myself if I'm a fucking asshole? All right, well, listen.
They're fucking. Chat does that. They're literally lying. I could not hear you.
All right. Well, I am also
they're like pitting us against each other right now.
I am also going to pick Grant Dawson here. The difference, though, is I've got a little more faith in him because what he does well is not give a shit if you are entertained or not. He does that really well. He
started the last fight with a fucking flying kick across the octagon. He's fucking reckless as fuck.
And that is a bit concerning.
Look at this shit that he does against the fence.
It's a bit concerning that he had
a
little
blind
success last
flying knee, not protecting his chin at all. And if Joe Selecki's left arm was 2 inches longer, he would have got fucking flatlined. This is the stuff that Grant Dawson does before he shoots a takedown. It's nonsense.
But you can trust him to shoot takedowns. And ultimately, that's why I'm going to go with him here. Diego Ferreira can be taken down. Grant Dawson, very good wrestler, very good grappler. His control is incredible. Jacob's talking about how he's reckless on his feet. He's not reckless on the ground. He'll get the takedowns, and he will just chill. That Joe Selecki fight was 15 minutes long. He had more than 14 minutes of control time. Think about that. And that willingness to just be unbelievably boring is why I think he will win this fight. Diego Ferreira is great at BJJ. It's not going to be good enough. The jiu-jitsu is not going to be good enough. It will have to be Diego Ferreira on the feet. That's the only way he can make something happen.
And we have to remember that he fought Damir Ismagulov. Speaking of, was Damir my...
He was your lock of the... Another failed lock of the week. Okay. No, we're not playing this game where you're pretending shit. I can see you're moving. You're not very good at being still. Listen, Grant Dawson is going to be the pick. As time has gone on, I've gotten more and more confident. This is not the first time I've broken down this fight. And if you go back and watch the last time I broke down the fight, I was like, he should win. It's a little tricky because Diego's got dog in him and Grant doesn't have dog in him. While that sentiment remains true, I still think Grant is going to get it done. I'm just trusting the fact that he will shoot and lay, shoot and lay, shoot and lay, and do that whole thing. So I am picking Grant Dawson. Jacob did as well. I'm just a little more confident in him because I trust his game plan. He is $9,000 in DraftKings Fantasy. I'm going to take a look at what he scored in the Joe Selecki fight, and whatever he scored there, if it's more than 900 or 90 points, then I think that $9,000 will be worth it. If he didn't score that many points, and it wasn't nearly as dominant, at least on the scoring perspective, as it was in a cage, then maybe I'll fade him here. But I think Grant Dawson gets it done. And I think if he has a little bit of trouble on the feet, he will just stick very, very heavily with the wrestling game plan. And if you do want to unlock all the picks, the bets, the tools, and everything else, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's freaking $10. $10 for an entire month. That's going to include this card, the Saudi Arabia card, wherever the card is after the Saudi Arabia card. $10. All the picks, the bets, the tools, artificial intelligence, every single thing that we do at WeWantPicks.com.